episode 86. I'm your host, Tyler Oltoff, and with me, as usual, it's Kyle Wakeling. What's up, Kyle?
Why, hello there, Tyler. Not too much is up. What about with you?
Same. My vacation's almost over. Well, I guess it is over, so I'll be going back to
Boo.
work. I know, it sucks, but yeah. Anyways, we shouldn't leave him out. What's up, Liam? You're with us.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
You sound sick. You getting
Um,
sick?
I hope
Dying.
not.
Liam, so's
I hope
dying.
I'm not getting sick.
Dying of alcohol poisoning.
Careful there, Liam.
Yeah,
Well, how
too
have you
much
been?
drinking. But yeah, things have been good. Been busy.
I feel
Work
like...
has been destroying me.
Oh? That's
Yeah,
not
there's
good.
been loads of stuff going on at work recently, so been working my ass off.
Well, more money, right?
Fucking ain't easy.
Yep, it really isn't.
Well, enough about work, because we all hate it. Let's talk about the Vita and how much we love it, right, guys?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, let's jump into what we've been playing. Liam, you've been gone for a while from this podcast, so why don't you start it off? What have you been playing lately?
Okay, so to start off, I've been playing Entwined. I'm actually really enjoying Entwined at the moment. It's just nice and peaceful, and it's not too complicated, although sometimes it can be quite annoying. But yeah, I like Entwined. One of my favorite PlayStation Plus freebies for a long time. Um, I've also been playing quite a lot of J-Stars Victory Versus, but I'm not good at that game. I keep trying, but I suck.
Yeah, I need to jump back into that one myself.
And I've also been playing Geometry Wars 3, but I'm not too sure whether I like that game. I know it got quite a high score over on the website, but I'm not too sure if I personally like it. And to finish off, I also played 2013 Infected Wars, but I really, really didn't like that game at all. And my review's on the website for that as well.
Well, all right. What about you, Kyle? What have you been playing?
Well, I played some squares. I tried to get a little farther, but didn't really get very much farther. What else did I play? Oh, I played some Hot Shots Golf. Was messing around with the Toro Kuro cats and trying to see if I could figure out, some good combinations of stuff to take them out with. And what else? Oh, I played both Senran games that I have. So I played Shinobi Versus, and I think I was just leveling up. And then I played Bon Appetit, and it's trophy runs. So trying to gather all those points and play all those songs. So
Well, there you go. Nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
that's how that goes.
200 songs seems quite excessive for a trophy on that game.
Yeah, I think I had that one already.
Oh, wow.
Anywho, the other thing I've been playing is Hatchful Boyfriend, and I don't know. It's a game that I'm conflicted about because, well, it's quite funny and I'm kind of enjoying playing it. There's no hook. I feel like I'm just playing this game and like I don't really give a shit about anything.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. I'm conflicted.
Yeah, I've had my eye on it, but I'm kind of waiting for what your verdict is on it to really decide what I want to do.
I think I've definitely had enough laughs already to have convinced me to pay for it, the $10. So
I gotcha.
I think it's worth it. It's kind of weird because usually like with story-based games you're looking to feel for the characters, and the only thing I really like felt for so far was when I was killed twice.
Huh. Interesting.
So yeah, I guess I feel for my protagonist. I just don't really give a shit about any of these birds.
Well, all right. Interesting. Well, so I guess I'll jump into what I've been playing. I've kind of been all over the place. Lately, though, because it came out today, I've been playing Lost Dimension. I picked up my physical copy and been playing a bit of that. Not super far. I've only completed maybe 3 or 4 missions, but I'm liking it so far. It's very interesting, and it has a story that you might actually feel for characters in, but like I said, I'm too early in to actually get that connection building yet. But it's definitely interesting. It kind of gives me a feeling of Danganronpa with like you have to decide who you want to talk to, but you can only talk to a certain amount of people before like you have to go out on another mission or whatever. So you got to choose wisely on who you talk to build that relationship, I guess. So if you like that aspect of games, then this has it. So I'm
it's the
enjoying
kind of game where I wouldn't talk to you in, Tyler.
it. Ooh.
Oh.
Your character's just a waste of time. I'll just skip that guy.
Ouch. Well, I'm going to edit out everything Kyle says in this podcast, and it's just going to be the Liam and Tyler show. It's going to be the best podcast ever.
Yeah.
So I guess that means I'm going to edit Tyler out of the Vita Lounge, and it'll just be the best site ever.
Ouch. Another
I
see how it is. I see how it is.
That's right.
Well, all right. I guess I'll continue on now that I got a sour taste over here. Anyways, Lost Dimensions. It's fun. Go check it out. Kyle. And I also played a little bit of Sly 1. I decided to jump back into the collection, and I got a little frustrated on a level, and I kept dying over and over, and it was stupid reasonings. And then I was like, all right, just relax. It's super easy, and I passed that spot and was able to complete that level. But yeah, played a little bit more of that. I really want to finish it because I keep buying games and not completing them. So I'm spending a lot of money here and not really getting my full worth of it. So I gotta start completing games here.
You need to take more vacations, Tyler, and then you'll have time to play all these games.
Exactly. My next one's coming up soon, though. End of the August. PAX Prime. Woo! Although that's more work than it really is a vacation, so. But hey, it's exciting work. Anyways, I also played another game of MLB 15 The Show. I didn't dive into any fences. I've been on a winning streak, so that was nice. I also played Hohokum for the first time, and I got kind of bored. I let my girlfriend play it for a little bit because we were sitting waiting for a ferry, and it was like an hour wait, so I was like, well, good thing I brought my Vita with me, and I was like, Hohokum, I still have this thing sitting here, so I popped it on and handed it to her, and I was like, play this game. And I watched her play it for like 5 minutes, and she's like, this is so weird, and then she handed it to me, and I played it for like another 5 minutes, and I was like, it's weird, but I'm kind of bored, so didn't really continue playing that. And then we jumped into some Octodad Dadliest Catch, and we played co-op for a little bit and struggled on trying to grab chocolate milk from the refrigerator, so that was exciting. But hey, it made the time go by, and the ferry arrived on time, so hey, woo! The Vita. It's portable. It's awesome. Anyways, I think that's all I played. I almost played Sword Art Online because there was an update, but all it was to like add save transfers for the PlayStation 4 version, so I was like, nah.
600 megabytes for save transfers. Yeah. Holy bickety balls.
Yeah, it's not really worth it, so. But hey.
Watch them be like, oh, and we slipped whatever in there way after the fact.
Yeah, they should have
fuck.
added something, I don't know. But hey, whatever.
Well, 600 megabytes, there's gotta be something. It didn't even Delta patch. If you look at it, it's actually 3,600 and something megabytes now. So it's a big goddamn game.
Yep. So get that 64 gigabyte memory card. You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's jump into the next thing we've got here. We got some reviews. So what do we got, Kyle? What's the first one?
All right, first up we have Nico Burrow Cat's Block, and that was done by Colin. He gave it a 3.9 out of 5, and he says, quote, adding a creative spin to the done-to-death match 3 puzzle genre, Nico Burrow Cat's Block is a fun, addictive, and downright adorable puzzler, bursting with color and charm, end quote. So, seems like he quite liked it, even though he says done to death match 3 puzzle genre, so this one must be, the resurrection.
Yeah, there's a lot of those games, and only a couple have actually entertained me. But I haven't picked this one up, nor have I thought about picking it up. What about you guys?
Yeah, I like the Sparkle games on Vita. Those are my favorite kind of match 3 puzzle games, but I haven't really heard much about Nico Burrow Cat's Block. But I guess if you like cats, then yeah, go for that game.
Yeah. Kyle, I know you want this game.
I don't know. I kind of might want it. I don't know.
Oh?
It's one of those things where I've been hearing good things about it all over the place, like just random people out of nowhere, like, oh, this game is pretty good, and 4 to 5, and blah blah. I'm like, So I don't know. It's a match 3 game, so like I've played a million of those fucking things.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Is it
but
free?
No, it's
Oh.
not free.
Well,
It's cheap, but it's not free.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I'll wait for sale.
Definitely read the review, I guess, right?
Definitely.
Get a full gist of what this game's all about. Well, all right. We got one more game here for review. Liam, you want to read it?
Yeah, sure. The next game is The Swindle, and it was reviewed by Brad, and he gave it a 4 out of 5. And he says, quote, "The Swindle is a frantic and frustrating heist game in all the right ways. It's a challenging crime caper that will test every one of your skills as you try to avoid detection and make off with the most loot possible. Your own greed may turn out to be your biggest adversary in the end, as wanting too much could result in you getting nothing at all. The quest for the ultimate swindle is a long and challenging one, but it's ultimately an extremely rewarding one as well." End quote. So, sounds like The Swindle's pretty good, Tyler.
Sounds like it. I want it. I just don't have the money right. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't. I'm just saying how I need to finish the games I buy. I want it, but I'm like, I gotta just finish other games. So
Just picture Tyler's hand reaching for his wallet, and then his other hand like smacking it. Like
exactly.
no.
That's what this game's doing to me right now because it looks very fun and I would love to jump into it. So, what about you, Kyle?
Yeah, I put up the launch trailer for it yesterday, and I have to admit I hadn't really paid too much attention, but watching that launch trailer made me want the game. So they've either made an awesome trailer or the game does look awesome. So
Yeah.
there you go. I don't know. I gotta read Brad's review, I guess. I did read that little, blurb there that we had to read for the reviews for the week, but I haven't read the review yet. So
Yeah.
that'll be my next stop because it seems like it's pretty cool.
Yeah. What about you, Liam?
If I remember rightly, I think it was Curve Digital that brought it to the Vita.
Yep.
And near enough, everything that Curve bring to Vita is pretty much gold. So this obviously sounds like it's another great game that they brought to the Vita. So I'll definitely be looking to pick it up eventually.
Well, there you
But
go.
I've got a backlog to clear myself as well.
Yep. Who knows? Watch next episode. I'll be like, guys, I bought it. Anyways, let's go to those new releases. We've got quite a bit here, so there's a lot of games I got to try to avoid to save some money. I already bought one of these games, so I'm not doing a very good job at it. But anyways, North America, we're getting Blaze Blue, Chrono Phantasma Extend for $39.99, Lost Dimension for $39.99, and those both are retail, I believe. I don't know. Oh, actually, wait. Is Blaze Blue retail? Do you know, Kyle? I want to say it is.
I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say it is, yeah.
I believe there's an Amazon listing, so I'm pretty sure it's physical. So there you go, 2 physical games right there. Then the just recently talked about Swindle, or The Swindle, which is $14.99, and Velocibox, which is $12.99, or if you have PlayStation Plus, it's $9.99. And I don't really know too much about this Velocibox game. Do you, Kyle?
I do, kind of. I watched enough of the trailer that just went up for it to figure out what it's up, or what it's about. And it seems like it's pretty much, you have a box, there's like a tunnel that's like a hallway, so it's like, a rectangular prism or whatever. And then it's got like shit on the walls, and the box is sliding down the hallway, and you have to like avoid the shit on the walls. That's what it's about. So it's like an endless runner, but it's physics based and really quick and, I don't know, quirky.
Huh.
Looks pretty cool. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be interested in it, but
I don't know about that price, but other than that, it would be something that I would definitely pick up on an impulse buy if it was cheaper.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's head on to that European list. Liam, what are you guys getting?
So this week we're getting the Swindle, which launches with a 15% off with PlayStation Plus discount, and that will be for £11.99, €14.99, or $22.95 in Australia. We're also getting Velocibox Ultimate Bundle, which I'm not sure which that includes, but it's Ultimate Bundle. And that launches for £8.99, €10.99, or $16.45 in Australia.
Yeah, the Ultimate Bundle, I believe it bundles a theme with the game. So, and I think that comes with the game, or like it comes with the game here in North America too, I believe.
And that's a Vita theme? It's not like a PS4 theme?
I'm pretty sure it's Vita theme. I'm pretty sure it's the Vita game and the Vita theme for that price, and that's the deal. I'm not 100%, so check your store first, but...
Yeah. You gotta be careful about those. Sometimes they'll always be like, here's a theme. It's like PS4. But anyways, let's jump into those news pieces we've got here. So first up, in Assault Android Cactus, you play as one of 8 female androids, each with their own unique weapon loadout, primary and secondary. With mega weapons, however, your chosen android will swap her secondary weapon for an over-the-top version of their primary weapon, giving them a possible advantage and a new way to play. For example, Cactus, the title hero, swaps out her flamethrower for the Mega Assault Rifle and is then able to pummel enemies from across the screen. Likewise, Starch swaps her micro missile launcher for a Mega Laser and is able to disintegrate enemies with a burst of energy. Quote, each heroine already boasts her own gameplay style, but Mega Weapons changes it up again, giving our characters a new way to obliterate their robot opponents, end quote, from Sanatana Mishra, a designer at Witchbeam, explains, and it sounds quite interesting, doesn't it? Aside from Mega Weapons, Witchbeam has also revealed that other X options will be available to unlock, including a first-person camera, music and visual filters, HUD removal, adding AI partners so a single player can experience 4-player local cooperative gameplay, an option to increase the number of adversaries in single player to the same amount of enemies appearing in local co-op. As for how you'll unlock them, all X options can be unlocked through gameplay. Assault Android Cactus is due out sometime this summer, though the Vita version of the game is now set to hit after the PlayStation 4 and PC versions. This week's haul of Japanese video game magazines has netted us a little bit of information on some newly introduced Atelier Sophie characters. Corneria is an alchemist in search of her father like Sophie and runs a general store in the town. She wears a combination of bells and a mini china dress, matching the style perfectly with her bright pink hair. Just like her hair, though, Corneria is unusual and has the ability to create identical copies of things in exchange for a bit of her physical height. Due to the adverse effects from use, however, she's decided to hold off using the power for now. That said, the fact that they're mentioning it at all tells you it'll probably come into play somehow. Next up is Monica Elmerreich, a 17-year-old who Sophie considers her best friend. Monica was born into a well-respected family and is well-trained in swordplay. She also has a courteous personality and is considered very well-mannered. Monica likes to pass on her well-respected traits to Sophie, but also likes to steal her sweets. And last we have Oscar Belmer, a 16-year-old young man who is the son of greengrocer and is also one of Sophie's best friends. He is more carefree than Monica and also has a special ability that allows him to hear voices of plants. And thanks to this ability, he has quite the obsession about plants too. Atelier Sophie is coming to Japan sometime in September 25th with no word yet on a Western localization. And next up, Atlas has announced that we'll be getting some Miku with our Persona this time around. That's right, folks. Hatsune Miku will be joining your favorite Persona-wielding characters in the already released Japanese version of Persona 4 Dancing All Night sometime in the middle of August. As for how she'll fit in, she'll reportedly be made available with the song Heaven featuring Hatsune Miku ATOLS remix. Persona 4 Dancing All Night is already available in Japan and will be releasing in North America on September 29th and in Europe this fall. Hopefully we'll be getting some Miku near launch over here too.
If you've been wondering whether Gal Girl Double Peace is your kind of game, then we have some awesome news for you, as the game has a demo available right now on the Japanese PlayStation Store. The 1.6 gigabyte demo will allow you to sample a small portion of the game's story and will let players continue their progress in the final version of the game, which is set to launch on August 6th. We recently brought word that Odin Sphere Life Terraza would be making its way to PlayStation Vita in 2016, courtesy of Vanillaware, but more news about the game has been surfacing around the internet since its initial reveal. Odin Sphere Life Terraza is essentially a remake of the original game in the series, but Vanillaware has also revealed that a port of the original game will be included in the package. Quote, Odin Sphere is a title that was loved and also one that was received with harsh feedback, says Honishi. It was made to be a successor to Princess Crown, and it ended up resulting in something that betrayed its original form, said Kentaro Onishi upon being interviewed about the release. When asked about the new features the new version of the game would feature, Onishi had the following to say. We're adding monsters that we weren't able to add in the original version as mid-bosses in the new title. While they are mid-bosses, some of them might actually be made even better than the bosses in the original version. Additionally, enemies from the original version have new AI, so I believe you'll get to play with a fresh new sense. In addition to being announced for Japan, Odin Sphere Life Terraza has now been confirmed for a 2016 release in the Americas as well. Set to be released next year in the Americas by Atlas USA, it comes in both digital and physical formats and will feature redrawn art, enhanced game visuals, and upgrades to the combat and RPG systems. The game is slated in Japan for January 14th release. North America release will be in 2016, and as for Europe, we're in the dark for now, but we'll keep an eye out. Just a few weeks after the last update, 4J Studios has unleashed update 1.18 for Minecraft onto the world, and just as always, it is packed with new features, new textures, and plenty of bug fixes. The three main additions from the latest update focus on the Greek mythology mashup content, Acacia Wood and Dark Oak Wood. These bring with them a variety of new doors, planks, and fences to make your Minecraft world just a little more unique. Specifically, the update includes the following additions. Added Acacia Wood, Acacia Planks, Acacia Fence, Acacia Fence Gate, Acacia Door, Acacia Slab, and Acacia Stairs to the creative menu. Added Dark Wood Oak, Dark Oak Plants, Dark Oak Fence, Dark Oak Fence Gate, Dark Oak Door, Dark Oak Slab, and Dark Oak Stairs to the creative menu, as well as also adding Greek Mythology Mashup Pack trial content. Yes, that's right. Minecraft players can now travel to ancient Greece and build new worlds grounded in Greek mythology as part of the 1.18 update that launched last week. Players will now have the ability to buy the new Greek Mythology Mashup Pack, which brings iconic Greek buildings, gods, and heroes to the world of Minecraft. The new pack, which costs $3.99, £3.29, or €3.99, gives you skins to play as Zeus, Medusa, the Minotaur, and many more as you explore vast temples and labyrinths. And of course, no Minecraft pack would be complete without a whole new set of textures to play with. As an added bonus, the Greek Mythology pack also features a fully orchestrated soundtrack from composer Gareth Coker. This provides a nice extra touch to bring the world alive. Aside from additions, the update also brought a host of fixes, but they're too numerous to list. The update itself, however, is available now, so get downloading.
Alright, moving on. Dengeki and Silicon Air have tipped us to somewhat familiar dungeon location to be included in Moero Crystal, as well as some other game-related details. Moro Crystal is set to feature a dungeon called Depth's Domain, which is located in the heart of a monster girl. While this isn't the first time we've seen such a dungeon, there's some similarly located ones in Tales of Hearts R, this is the first time we've seen one in such an ecchi game. Clearing this dungeon will apparently unlock all sorts of different things, though what that means exactly hasn't been clarified. Moro Crystal also expands in the options you get when dressing your monster girls, as you can now mix and match bras and panties from different sets for more costume combinations. Oh, and did we mention that you can visit your monster girls in their rooms and give them presents, or at the end for some Kyun scratch action? Sorry, that too. Lastly, Compile Heart have revealed a plan to add strange monsters called the Mo Crymon to the mix, which are said to have designs that may bring back memories for the older fans. If you ask me, however, they're just creepy. More Chronicle is due out in Japan on September 25th. Moving on. Play Everywhere has announced this week that they're reporting the 8-bit adventure game Elliot Quest over to the PlayStation Vita, as well as a number of other consoles. The game, which is currently available through Steam or Wii U, is expected to make its handheld debut sometime in 2016. Heavily inspired by Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, Elliot Quest follows a cursed character who must find the cure to his mysterious illness before it transforms him into a demon. Elliot cannot die, but he is quickly running out of time. Along the way, there will be dungeons to explore, bosses to fight, and treasure to collect. This all takes place on a large island full of puzzles and secret areas to unlock. Another interesting feature is that the game will offer 3 different and unique endings based on the choices you make throughout the story. Elliot Quest was created by Ensimuz Games, a one-man studio based in Mexico. Its founder and sole employee, Luis Zunal, spent 2 years crafting this Zelda-inspired adventure game. Now, with the help of Play Everywhere, we will be able to play it on Vita everywhere. Next up. Late last week, Big Ben Interactive announced a new title for the PlayStation Vita, Handball 16, along with a teaser video and a handful of work-in-progress screens. Described as the first handball game on next-generation consoles, the game is being developed by French studio Echo Software and is slated for release later this year. Big Ben explained the screens demonstrate the different views, visuals, and shots available in the game, and that the title will include the classic career and season modes, but also a new multiplayer mode, online or local, and it will allow players to take control of the official teams of the greatest national championships and apply the authentic strategies of the sport. With a large FIFA-shaped hole in Vita gamers' libraries this year, will you be in the market for a new sports title? Let us know.
Gust's latest RPG, Yoro no Nai Kuni, Land of No Night, is set to release on PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 3, and PS4 on September 17th in Japan, and ahead of the release it has been revealed that Gus-chan, a popular character from Hyperdimension Neptunia, will battle alongside players as a subordinate demon, if you're lucky enough to net her in a first print bonus. Good luck, everyone. Next up, originally a Kickstarter campaign, Cross Riviere has been removed from the crowdfunding site. Earlier this month, we brought you news that a new Kickstarter campaign had emerged with the intent of bringing a new and exciting JRPG to everybody's favorite handheld gaming device. Cross Riviere, The Trial of Nightmare, is a game whereby the story surfaces around the characters you play as, exploring their existence and their meaning in the world. 8 characters will be playable in total, and your choices will either shape them or will kill them. Last week, developer Zensoft removed the title from Kickstarter unexpectedly, with the project standing at $38,168 of a $60,000 Canadian dollars funding goal. We now have further details regarding the sudden disappearance, and it's great news. Cross Riviere, The Trial of Nightmare, is happening, and better still, it will be headed to all platforms that would have only been possible via various Kickstarter goals. How did they achieve it? With the help of an unknown private investor. The game will head to PC first before coming to PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 4. Zensoft revealed that being able to bring the JRPG to as many platforms as possible was one of the main reasonings for accepting the offer from the private investor. And next up, we recently brought you news on Nippon Ichi's recently revealed horror game Yomawari, or Night Watch when translated, but we now have even more details and screenshots to share. In Yomawari, you take control of a young girl who is looking for her missing dog and older sister. Given only a flashlight, she leaves her house and goes out into the night in search of her loved ones. You will spend a lot of time exploring the world in search of clues as the game advances, and after exploring, the girl will write what she encountered in her diary. You'll find many things while out exploring, and it is important to check them with your flashlight each time. A question mark will pop up whenever there is something to check nearby, and it turns into an exclamation point once you check it out. Sometimes you'll find objects you can use in the world that people had lost. For example, a rock can be thrown or used as a marker, money will be required for certain areas, and the toy shovel can be used at playgrounds. As you progress, the girl will encounter more and more dangers in the world. The girl will sometimes feel the presence of something behind her, and sometimes that thing is real and can assault her. Most of the monsters you'll encounter aren't friendly and will try to harm the girl when discovered. Because of this, you'll need to travel safely so you don't get caught. One of the mechanics used in the game is elevating the girl's heart rate visually to show a monster is nearby. So even when you can't see it, when the screen becomes blurred, you know one is nearby. When monsters are near the girl, you can hide behind signs or bushes to avoid them. While hiding, your vision becomes narrow and you won't be able to see anything around you, meaning you'll have to monitor the girl's heartbeat to know whether one is still around her. However, if you are caught, you won't see that monster the following night. With each monster having its own characteristics, you'll need to learn each carefully so you can protect the little girl. Some of the monsters you'll come across include the Streetlight Shadow, who seems to have a shape of both a person and a streetlight, the Child's Ghost, which is the spirit of a child who lost his life during an accident and sports a sadistic grin, and the Roadblocker, who is a spider-like creature that crawls around the town. Yomawari is set to release in Japan on October 29th. There's some screenshots in the story, so you'll have to go check those out on the site if you're interested.
Hong Kong-based East Asia Soft confirms a high frame rate for the PlayStation Vita version of Rainbow Skies and also shared a first glimpse of the game. It seems that many are taking notice of the current issue with Vita ports and are getting the word out on that their versions of Vita games are performing well. The most recent one of these happens to be East Asia Soft, who tweeted out yesterday that Rainbow Skies was running at 60 frames per second and even included an off-screen glimpse. Their Twitter said, quote, Rainbow Skies already looks great on Vita, brackets, and runs at 60 frames per second, close brackets, end quote. End quote. Got to love that Vita love lounges. For the uninformed, Rainbow Skies is the sequel to strategic role-playing title Rainbow Moon, and revolves around a whole new set of characters on a whole new adventure, complete with new features like capturing and upgrading monsters, and an advanced battle system which includes skill combining attacks. As for the release date, we're still waiting for that to be narrowed down properly, but we've got our eyes on it. Next up, a few Dragon Quest Heroes 2 details have been revealed by Square Enix, who says that the Muso-style role-playing game will now be coming to Japanese PlayStation Vitas in the spring of 2016. Also revealed was the fact that Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is set to feature 4-player multiplayer, though it wasn't specified whether that was true for all the different console versions or just a select few. More information is sure to follow, but whether it's the tiniest tidbit or the biggest reveal, the Vita Lounge will show it to let you know. And finally, Marvelous Europe confirms a Senran Kagura Estival Versus release for their regions and announced the various editions of the game. Estival Versus will officially hit Europe and Australian territories, both digital and physical formats, sometime early next year, and alongside the standard physical release of the game will be some limited edition versions as well. The full list of the physical editions from Marvelous Europe's regions reads as follows. The standard version of the game will be priced at $34.99 and comes with a copy of the game, with pre-orders coming with a set of high quality collectible cards. the Kagura Millennium Festival Edition, which will be priced at $44.99, comes with a copy of the game, a reversible limited edition box, a 2-disc soundtrack, an art book, and the pre-orders also come with the set of high quality collectible cards. The Bahonkas Edition, which is priced at $74.99, comes with a copy of the game, a reversible limited edition box, a 2-CD soundtrack, art book, a supersized, double-sided Dakimakura hugging pillowcase, and pre-orders once again come with the collectible cards. And finally, the surprise Shinobi Slippery Splash and Spray Sports Special Edition, which will be priced at £109.99, comes with all of the aforementioned bonuses, as well as 2 different sets of 5 Senran Kagura figures, which include Gessen and the new Hebijo, as well as coming with the collectible cards as a pre-order bonus. You can head over to estivalversus.com to pre-order now. And Senran Kagura Estival Versus is already out in Japan, and it's due in North America this winter, and also now we know that it's coming to Europe and Australia early next year.
Alright, heading into the home stretch here, guys. We come on to the release date part of the news. First up, we finally get confirmation of release information for the upcoming anime spin-off title Tokyo Ghoul Jail. A collaboration between Bandai Namco Entertainment and Tokyo Ghoul... Oh, fucking train. A collaboration between Bandai Namco Entertainment and Tokyo Ghoul... Son of a bitch.
Just go through it, Kyle. It's
Dude,
great
just
that
shut
way.
the fuck up, train. Okay, thanks. A collaboration between Bandai Namco Entertainment and Tokyo Ghoul creator Shui Ishida. Oh man. Jail follows new protagonist Ryo in a brand new story created just for the game. Though familiar characters will make an appearance, including Kaneki, this one's set to follow a different plot path than the anime manga plot you may be familiar with. Damn train. But when's it coming out, right? Well, we finally got news to that effect, and it's thankfully not going to be a long wait. Tokyo Ghoul Jail is set to debut in Japan on October 1st for 5,690 yen. Next up. While others seem to be letting their Vita versions of games wither and die due to putting them last on their to-do list, Zboard Games has recently decided to take a different route with Cosmic Star Heroine. In a Kickstarter update posted the other day, Zboard Games took to citing the release delays and cancellations of indie titles as the reason for taking a look at the platform earlier than expected. In doing so, however, they seem to have made improvements to the way the game runs on other platforms as well. This is what they had to say about their experience. Quote, Vita version. We feel confident that we should be able to have the Vita version ready for the game's initial launch. Our initial plan was for us to finish the game and then, during the beta, get the Vita version working. However, recently there have been several reports of various indie games that have canceled or delayed, which got us worried, so we decided to dig into the Vita version last week. Initial performance was pretty much unplayable, single-digit frame rate at times, but after spending a little less than a week on optimization, we've got it running at over 30 frames per second most of the time, dropping briefly with certain actions. It still has a ways to go. We want to make that 30 frames per second or higher all the time, but we still have more things left to optimize and don't predict any major issues. Also, it's worth mentioning that all the internal changes we made to improve performance on Vita so far are general changes that improve the performance of the game on all platforms. So even if you don't plan on playing the game on Vita, these improvements help everyone. And before anyone asks, the game has no problems running at 60 frames per second on a good computer, and though we haven't actually measured the frame rate on the PS4, it appears to run very smoothly on that system as well. When we're done getting the Vita version up to where we want it, we'll be shocked if the PS4 version doesn't already have a steady 60 frames per second. End quote. So basically they're saying that, as one may have expected, optimizing for less powerful, in the grand scheme of things, systems such as the PlayStation Vita will incur performance gains on more powerful systems, And being that they were able to heavily optimize the PlayStation Vita version first, it'll also save them time in the long run on other platforms. Developers out there should take note, as we PlayStation Vita players are both vocal and buy lots of games, even if there aren't that many of us out there as there are others. In other news regarding Cosmic Star Heroine's development, ZBoard Games have announced that the game is around 80% done, as well as the fact that they're strongly considering the $15 price point at launch. With no release date yet to announce, we eagerly wait more news on Cosmic Star Heroine, especially now that we know it'll run well on Vita. And the last bit of news. Gio Corsi, the director of third-party production for SCEA, has announced via PlayStation Blog that the highly anticipated Resident Evil Revelations 2 is coming to Western PlayStation Vitas in less than a month's time. For the price of $39.99 at launch, you'll get 4 main episodes of Resident Evil Revelations 2 story, raid mode, and 2 bonus episodes on Vita titled The Struggle and Little Miss. In The Struggle, you'll learn about Moira's story as she does her best to survive on the island between Claire's departure and Barry's arrival. In Little Miss, you'll uncover more information about the mysterious Natalia and her special abilities. Both of these bonus episodes serve to better explain the story behind their respective characters, as well as how they fit into the main plot featured in the core 4 episodes. As for raid mode, it makes a proper comeback with 15 playable characters to choose from, Hunk and Wesker included, and over 200 missions to partake in. Additional content being added includes a throwback map pack and multiple expansions to the weapons, parts, and albums systems. On launch, it'll even include 2-player co-op via the PlayStation Network, but ad hoc is said to be added in later via a patch. Oh, and did we mention that we're getting an alternative costume pack chock full of new styles for both modes, though Natalie's costume will be limited to story mode? Are you ready to face this round of evil? The wait is almost over. Resident Evil Revelations 2 will be hitting Western PlayStation Network stores, yes, both North America and Europe, as a digital download on August 18th. And that's the news.
Well, all right.
All right, indeed.
Way to end it with a bang.
Yeah, some good stuff there.
Yeah. So with that, let's jump into the talking point, Kyle. What is it?
All right, well, I think you might be able to guess by now, but it's announced release games we're looking forward to from the week, Tyler. So we'll skip you and we'll go to Liam. What looks good, Liam?
I can't actually wait for Assault Android Cactus. It feels like forever since that game was announced, and to finally hear that it's getting somewhere with its development and that it's not too far away is good news. Persona 4 Dancing All Night, which is probably just something that everybody assumes we're looking forward to at this point. Elliot Quest sounds quite fun. I have had my eye on that game for a while. And I also will probably end up pre-ordering that Bazonka's edition of Senran Kagura Estival Versus because I like the name and had to stop myself from laughing when I read it earlier in the news post. As for Resident Evil Revelations 2, I'm going to hold off a little while on that. I can't remember where I've read it. I think it might have been a tweet that somebody put out saying that it's probably going to run terribly and, you know, just like every other console port that most console ports that we've had nowadays, especially with Borderlands 2. You know, I'm quite skeptical about will they manage to pull it off and will it work well. So I'll wait for our review to go live before I settle on some money there for that.
All right. I'll probably bite the bullet and buy it, so I'm excited for that game. But yeah, that is a worry that I have as well, but you never know. It's only $40, right? Well, anyways, I'm going to skip Kyle and just go right to me. Anyways, so yeah, Resident Evil Revelations 2, Senran Kagura Estival Versus. I'm excited for those games. Also, Yamara Wari, or Yoma, whatever you say that one. That scary game, I guess. That one sounds interesting. I would love that one to come over here. Also, where did it go? Oh, Assault I Enjoyed Cactus. Yeah, that one has intrigued me for quite a while, and it feels like forever since we heard about it, so I'm ready for that. Also, that, what was that game? The one that got that Cross Riviere, I think that's that one. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, that Kickstarter game that got pulled and then now has a private investor. That game looked pretty awesome, and I'm happy that they actually got it fully supported so that way we can get a Vita version of that game because it looked pretty awesome. Also, Persona 4 Dancing All Night, of course, and yeah, it's just a ton of games that I'm ready for, and again, not needing to spend money, but here I am spending money. But yeah, what about you, Kyle?
Yeah, a lot of the shit's been mentioned by you guys. Estival Versus, Tokyo Ghoul, Resident Evil Revelations, um, you know, all these friggin' games. Elliot Quest looks interesting, though I don't know too much about that one. Also kind of interested in Odin Sphere Leaf this year.
Yeah.
And I'm a little tempted to download that Galgun double piece demo on my Japanese account, so maybe I'll do that and get back to you guys.
Well, all right. So yeah, that's about it. Of course, all the other ones that we talk about.
Yeah, of course, all the other, Bandai Namco stuff that's we have to have in our blood.
You just slap Bandai on there and we're gonna buy it or be interested.
Pretty much, Bandai, they're doing pretty well for the Vita.
Oh yeah. Well, all right. Let's jump into that listener mail. I guess I'll read the first one. Sure, why not?
Sure.
So here we go. First question. Tyler, Kyle, you two ever meet in real life? Like, I mean physically? And if so, did Mr. Olthoff really wear no pants? Ha, just kidding. Oh, shouldn't be kidding. You don't know the answer yet. Anyways, I want to know how you guys feel about the more and more occurring canceled games for the Vita. For me, I never even thought that Hand of Fate would eventually come over to the Vita. Same with Assassin's Creed Chronicles. We can live with this circumstance, right? If I feel the need to play some killer AAA title, I head on over to the big consoles or remote play them. And I'm so thankful for the Vita introducing me day and day again to these quirky Japanese and great indie titles. The Vita is dead. Long live the Vita. Oh, and Liam rocks. Greets, Genderman 1978.
Oh, thank you.
Liam woke up. He's like, well. Well, all right. So, Liam, you rock. What do you think about this?
Naturally it sucks. I'd never really heard of Hand of Fate, but I know it was some kind of card game. So I'm not really too upset that we're losing that. But
it's more than a card game, Liam.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I played it at PAX.
Oh,
so basically, I'll give you a quick gist. You get cards, and then the cards tell you what you have to do, and then you get dropped down into like a 3D world, and you have to fight people. And sometimes the cards are there to help you, like they could give you a boost of health, or they could give you a new weapon, or they could make you have to fight a really hard boss or something. So the cards can be good or bad, and then you get dropped into the world, and you have to go fight these things and progress through the story. Anyways, yeah, it's more than a card game. I was excited for it.
That sounded interesting, yes, and now I'm kind of upset about that.
Yeah, it was awesome. When I played it at PAX, I had a really good time. So when I heard that this is not coming, I cried a little bit.
Yeah. For me, the main one that I was upset that we lost was Nom Nom Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
I was quite excited about that coming to Vita because it looked like a fun little 2D Minecraft clone. And when I heard that got cancelled, I was just genuinely sad. And also, it's not just games getting cancelled as well; it's games getting delayed. When they should be releasing like on all platforms all at once, and then the Vita version's getting delayed. With, like, for example, Mighty Number 9. But again, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. As long as they can promise to release the game and it runs perfectly well and there's no problems with it at launch, then yeah, I'd rather have like 3 good working games than 10 rubbish broken games that don't work properly.
Right. Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's a lot of games out there that would be awesome if they actually made it here. That I feel like they would run just fine or would work perfectly, but apparently they can't be done. But I'm no developer, so I'm not gonna say it's easy or not. So, but yeah, Kyle, what do you think about all this?
I don't know. To me, like, I don't know. Seems like a lot of people are making a big deal over nothing. Like, I mean, we do have canceled games, and like, it sucks if you were like looking forward to some of these games that are canceled. But like, I mean, if you look at the Vita's history, right when the Vita came out, like a whole bunch of games got canceled. People were like, "Oh, fucking abandonship," then.
Right.
And then there was like a huge stagnant period in the middle where nothing was canceled, and now people are actually, coming forward and saying, "Hey, we're gonna have to, give up on this game, or it's being delayed, or whatever the hell." And it's just there was that period where nobody said anything, so I don't know if people were just thinking, "Oh, well, those games will be here tomorrow," then I just don't know.
Yeah.
But kind of odd to me. But yeah, like as far as whether, I think it's okay that these games are canceled. Like, I mean, if you can't finish a game and it's not going to run, then you might as well cancel it because we have enough problems with all the things that we're waiting for. We don't need kind of adding to it shit that's never going to get done. But as for delays, if you're actually going to finish your game and like, do a good job or whatever, and like, I mean, most of these games like are canceled, they could have been finished. I don't get these problems that these people are having. But like, I mean, if it's money, I get it, but other than that, they could have been done. There's been much more intensive games that have been brought to Vita than these things that have been canceled. So, yeah, just not cool. But, yeah, like, I mean, like I said, if you can finish it, get it to Vita with a delay, I'm cool with that. If you are canceling it just because you don't feel like finishing it, don't feel like putting the work in, I'm not impressed. If it's money, I understand, but still sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then his other question is, I guess it's not really a question, it's more of a statement, but I guess kind of hear what your guys' thoughts are on this. But a lot of people complain that the Vita doesn't have AAA games, but he's saying he would rather leave those AAA games to the big consoles and he'd just remote play them. What do you guys think about this? Like, are you guys okay with no more AAA games and just getting what we're getting, or are you wishing that we had, a AAA game every once in a while?
Well, to be fair, AAA support for the Vita hasn't stopped. It's just not as in high regard as it was. Like, for example, I would class Resident Evil Revelations 2 as a AAA game, and that's coming out next month. I would class Persona 4 Dancing All Night as a AAA game, and that's coming out soon. But
Right.
as for the surge of indie games that are coming out, then I honestly think the Vita is one of the best suited platforms for indie games. It was one of the reasons why I've come to love my Vita and why I genuinely play it now. I'm not bothered about playing Uncharted Golden Abyss anymore. I've been there, I've done that. I'd rather play something new, like, I don't know, Velocity Box, or Velocity 2X, or Rogue Legacy on my Vita over something major.
Right. Yeah, what about you, Kyle?
Okay, if we're getting into semantics here, I'm going to say that there isn't any AAA titles on Vita. If we're going by, AAA is big budget, huge, out of this world games, then there isn't any on Vita. So, people saying that, oh, we're not going to get any anymore, or blah, blah, blah. We never had any to begin with. Pretty much the closest things we have to AAA games are Uncharted and Killzone. And as great as they are, I wouldn't call them AAA. So, whatever. If we were to get some more games like that, though, I'd be happy. But at the same time, I'm happy with what we're getting. So I'm not too put out by any of these, we're not bringing this stuff that we already knew coming out.
Right. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you guys. It'd be awesome to get some more, but if not, I am well booked with all these games that are already coming out that are not considered AAA to the mass majority of people out there, but they are big games to me. So, yeah, I'm okay with what's going on right now. But anyways, let's jump to the next question. Thanks, Janderman1978, for your question. And I guess to answer your first kind of a joke question, Kyle and I have never met in person. And
if we did, Tyler would be wearing pants.
I'd probably have to because
I would have to staple them to his body if he wasn't.
I'd grease up like the dude on Family Guy. You're never gonna get me.
Grease doesn't stop staples, my friend.
The pants would slide off every time. You try to slide them up, they just fall right down. And I'm like, Kyle.
That's what the staples are for, Tyler.
Anyways, let's go to the next question. Kyle, you want to read it?
All right. Hello. Recently, I have remembered that a Sony employee named Shahid Ahmad, someone from the European division or something, was touting that he was getting companies to support the Vita by getting new games over to the platform. The last thing I heard about him was a year or two ago on another gaming website, and not one game was mentioned that he supported to be on the platform. What do you think happened to him? Did he actually got companies to develop games for the Vita? If so, which ones? Love the Vita Cast and learning upcoming games on the platform from it. There you are.
Well, I have no idea what happened to him, but I guess Ollie Ollie 2 would be considered one because he got Ollie Ollie on, right?
Yep.
He's gotten quite a few games. Like, he doesn't come out and say, like, these are the games, because it's not his business to announce these games. It's these other companies. So, for the most part, like, you hear other people, announcing games that he's got onto the system. But he dealt with kind of talking to third parties and getting games that might not have come to the system or might not have come to a system at all onto Vita. So he's done quite a bit. A lot of it's been in the shadows, so we don't know quite exactly what. But yeah, the Ollie Ollie was one of the games that he helped to get to the console, and there's been many, many more.
What is that one? Oh my gosh, it's the one with the shooting and the guns and the people. That's helpful, isn't it? I know Assault Android Cactus, I believe, is one that he talked about getting. And then there's another one, I think. Oh my god, what is it called? It's something Nuclear Throne, that one. I'm pretty sure he got that one as well. But then that one hasn't come out yet, as well as
Assault that hasn't Cactus. Come out on Vita yet.
So, I mean, there's 2 games right there that still haven't released that are from him. Or not from him, but were helped to bring to the Vita by him, I guess. But yeah, there's tons of stuff he's been doing. Just, I don't think he's as vocal as he used to be. I think he got a lot of hatred and love at the same time when he went crazy on Twitter.
Yeah, so, he has toned his Twitter output down quite a lot. But I'm pretty sure the strategic content team, which is some division from the European division or something, are still working hard to bring games to the platform, Sony may have given up on the Vita, but they haven't given up on trying to get other developers to work for it. So, I'm pretty sure he's still doing his thing, still working hard, still helping bring the games here. It's just he doesn't get to announce these games because that's not his place. It's not his place to do so.
Yeah. Well, all right. Hopefully that answered your question. I don't know who that was from. Did they not say?
It looks like
it was an email one, and it just didn't have a name anywhere in where I got it. I might have missed it, but I didn't see one.
Maybe it was him. Maybe he was like seeing what we were saying about him. Anyways, thank you, random person, for your email. Let's go to the next question. Liam, you want to read this one?
Yep, so the next question comes from Twitter, and it's from Jimmy Walker at James Rex Walker. And his question is, best game to help me get back into the Vita again?
That's a good question.
It is a good
It's
question.
kind of a hard question to answer, though, because I don't know what you've already played. But I don't know. It also
Persona 4 Golden.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't played it, or if you're needing a good story to jump into that one, or if you want to kill some people, get into some kill zone, join a lobby, and just throw grenades like Kyle does. Which Kyle and I need to play that. We haven't played that in forever.
Yes, we do.
What about you, Liam? What's the best game?
At the moment, I would probably say I've been playing quite a lot of Sword Art Online, and I'm starting to get into that, and it's a great game. It's got loads of content to it. It's going to be at least a good 100 hours plus that I'll sink into that game. So if you go on to play like a JRPG style game with a new unique combat system and just something that's pretty fun, go for that.
All right. Hopefully that helps you get back into the Vita, Jimmy. Any one of those games, you'll be busy. So yeah. Any other suggestions, or are you guys good on that?
I'm good.
Killzone, I think, is definitely, like, I mean, you mentioned it, but it's one of those ones. And a Hot Shots Golf if you need something relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh, and since he's a dude and he'd probably enjoy it, Semran could go around.
Well, there you go. Just be careful where you play it.
Yeah.
All
Unless
right.
you got the balls.
Well, that would be all our questions, right, Kyle?
As far as I know, yes.
All right. Sometimes you sneak them in there and you're like, hit the refresh button. I'm like, oh, god damn it. So, all right. Well, it's been a while since we've done this. It's time for Guess That Game. And if you're not aware of what this is, or if it's been just that long, this is a game where I read off an ESRB rating description for games on the PlayStation Vita, and it is Kyle and Liam's job to guess that game. First person to guess the game gets a point. First person to get 2 games right gets the game point. Right now, the game is 4 for Kyle and 2 for Liam. So
I'm safe no matter what.
you're not that far ahead, Kyle. Don't get cocky yet.
I can lose and still be ahead, Tyler. I'm far enough ahead.
Well, then the next time he's in, you could lose and be tied. So
Yeah, but I still wouldn't be losing. See? You see?
Whatever.
Rationalization, Tyler.
All right. Anyways, let's start it off. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
You got your thinking caps on?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. First game. Here we go. This is a side-scrolling adventure game in which players explore various terrain while crafting objects and battling foes. As players.
Terraria.
Dragon Quest Builders.
Ooh, nope. It is point for
Minecraft.
Liam. No, Liam got it. It was Terraria.
Yes.
All right. If Liam gets this game, he gets the game point. If Kyle gets it, then we go into the tiebreaker third game. So, next game. This is a puzzle adventure game in which players follow high school students attempting to escape a dangerous tropical island. As players navigate the
Danganronpa.
Oh boy. I think it went to Liam. I think he started off first.
I don't know. I think we need an instant replay there, Tyler.
Oh,
I think
man.
I was the only person who said 2.
Well, I can.
Was it 2?
It is. It's Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then technically he got it then.
All
I didn't
right.
say 2.
Well, all right, Liam, you're
There you
at
go.
3 now. We didn't need the tiebreaker game, and that was a good game. That tiebreaker game. Anyways, I'll save that game for next time. Well, there you go. The score is now Kyle 4, Liam 3 for
Well,
Guess That Game. All right, Kyle, we're going to throw to the loser. What are we going to check out?
Well, what you should actually check out is just the vast amount of sales this week. There's a ton of things on sale, and almost every one of them is ridiculous low price that you should definitely be looking at, especially in North America. One of the things that I want to recommend especially is Tetris Ultimate. It's $6 on PlayStation Plus and $7.50 without, and it's regular $14.99, and you get all the stuff that comes with all the DLC that the PlayStation 4 version doesn't have for that price. So it's pretty much the best deal, and it's Tetris, and it's pretty ultimate. So there you go. But some other mentions, I'm not going to mention prices, just games. Ollie Ollie, Guacamelee, the Unfinished Swan, which was pretty decent, I thought. There's quite a few there, and then there's also some PlayStation Plus sales, and there's some good stuff in that too. So if you're interested.
All right. Somewhere I should avoid because I need to save my money, Kyle. But anyways, yeah, there's some great games in that list there, so definitely keep yourself busy. Well, we would go to Threads to check out, but we don't got none, but there's always something up there. With the new week, we've got new releases, so there should be some game threads up there if you're looking to find out some information and just chat with other people that have picked up these games. Head there, vitalounge.net/forum, and you can join that conversation. Right, Kyle?
Absolutely.
Well, that's it. You guys want to get out of here?
Sounds like a plan.
I feel like Kyle's depressed after that
Mosey.
loss. What'd you do
I'm
to
good,
him, Liam?
Tad. I'm good.
All right. We'll
I have
talk.
Vita games to play. I'm perfect.
I get what you're saying, Kyle. We'll talk after the podcast. I understand. Anyways, if you've got listener mail or comments, contact us via mediaservices@thevitalounge.net. You can find everything we talked about today at thevitalounge.net. The news, reviews, featured articles, store updates, the podcast, a community forum, and a magazine, both digital and physical. You can support that said magazine site and get physical copies of the magazine via patreon.com/thevitalounge. We're all on Twitter at the Vita Lounge. I'm at Mr. PSVita Reviews. Kyle is at Teflon Tactics. Liam is at Liam Hangover. We're also on Facebook. Just search the Vita Lounge. We're also on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/loungeplay. We post up lounge plays. We post up the podcast. Also previews for coming months' releases and anything else we can think of. Also, this podcast is available on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, YouTube, and via the direct download on the site. So go ahead and subscribe to us there. Let us know how we're doing. Give us a good rating if you like it. And that would be the Vita Cast episode, let me scroll up, 86. We're getting close to 100, guys.
We are getting pretty close to 100. It's quite scary.
We're going to have to start thinking of stuff to do for that
Yeah.
episode 100. I say a full pantless episode. All of us. Just
Not happening. No way. No.
Kyle, think about it.
Nope.
Guys, it's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll get Kyle to be pantless on the 100th episode. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I think we should get the whole Vita Lounge team at the time, the whole team that we have, and we should just all join in for one big podcast and all be pantless. I'm sure Paul would love to be pantless.
No.
I'm loving the sound of this.
I'm sure this is some kind of fever dream like Kyle's having right now.
I'm liking it. I'll put it in the request box.
Yeah.
Denied.
Okay.
I'll send it directly to Paul and get approval stamps on it. So you'll have to do it, Kyle.
Vetoed.
Nope. Not going to happen. I'm sorry, Kyle.
I have the power, Tyler. You do not.
Well, when the Vita Cast is about to start, episode 100, you're going to hear a knock on your door, and I'm going to be like, take those pants off, boy. And
I
then
don't be like, no, Tyler, and staple yours to your body.
I'm not going to be wearing pants. They're going to be all the way back in Washington, buddy.
I'll staple some pants to your body.
Well, anyways, let's get out of here before it gets even weirder. We'll think about something to do for 100 as it gets much closer, so feel free to let us know your suggestions for episode 100 as it gets closer. We're out of here. Take care, guys.
Festival versus for everybody.